we're here in the STEAM Academy, and this is Lexington Community Radio, and we are in a classroom. We are a very compact studio. This is Victor, our program manager.
Hello.
And this is our workstation, and then over here we have where all the magic happens. These are the control rooms for the studios. And you can see we've got our schedule that we're always kind of tracking to make sure we've got everything loaded and recorded. If you want to head back this way, we have two studios. They're pretty much identical. One is for our English station, WLXU 93.9 FM. So the signal kit that goes out of here live is for this station, and the other booth, it's our Spanish station, 95.7. They're both set up pretty much the same way. And we have Open Broadcaster right here, and how we manage things. The board is here, and it is, as you were saying, it's an analog board.
Yeah.
And the clock that we have to monitor that everything's happening on schedule and on time.
Yeah. We were just talking about that in a meeting a while ago about being on time in radio. Yeah.
And so these studios can be used for live broadcast or for pre-recording, and
as well as recording while live, like you were talking about earlier, right?
As well as recording while live.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the shows we do live also re-air later on in the schedule in the week.
Like overnight or something, I'm guessing?
Later in the, like some
like
shows,
a rerun.
A rerun, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And that started at the beginning because we didn't have
enough programming, I'm guessing?
Enough programming, right. So it just helps us fill up time. But those are dropping away as we grow and grow. And this is our rack of all our stuff.
Alrighty.
And you can see this is...
Yep, I see a Sage 3644 for your EAS. A lot of the people that watch my videos deal with alerting and stuff in some form, so I figure I'll point out that. I see audio processing and everything. So seems like a nice setup. I will say I like the fact you have an off-air audio monitor right there. Mm-hmm. I think that's pretty good. You know, I ain't been to that many radio studios, but it's nice to see that they have those. You know, some places I'm guessing probably don't.
Well, and if we ever go off the air, it's always a mystery. It's like, okay, is the stream happening or is it just broadcast?
Is it play out? Is it the board having a malfunction?
It all has to be sorted out. So this is El Pulso, which is our Spanish station, WLXL 95.7. And again, you see it's the very same setup so that all of our DJs are comfortable in either studio or booth. We have, it's getting to be cold season, so we have plenty of sanitation stuff.
Makes sense.
Because if somebody comes, we're also in a high school, so when people get sick, it goes around like wildfire. So
I thought it was a college. This is a high school?
It's a high school, yeah. It's,
okay.
Science, technology, engineering, and math.
Oh man, I would have loved that when I was a kid, because that would have been great. I thought this was a college. I was going to say, if this is a college, if I ever go to college, I might have to come here.
Yeah, no. But we do. The high school actually has a radio club.
Oh,
it's
nice.
All high school kids, and they do a show once a week, so that's pretty awesome.
I wish that my school had done that. That would have been very cool. And I'm guessing up there you got the on-air light right there, right?
We do. Yeah, I can show you that. That's. I won't turn it up because we're live, but I'll hit the button and that should turn.
Alright, let's take a look. Yep, you can see it up there. And you can see it flashes too. That's pretty nice. Nice.
Okay.
Yep.
And so that is the grand tour. We have some. If you want to see what it's like living in a very small community radio, you can look at like the storage hallway that we have, which is barely big enough for a human.
Whoa, yeah, that is small. Makes my office look big, actually. And, well, not necessarily in comparison, but it is. My office is, I guess, probably about the same size, actually. But so you guys have more in it.
This is our conference room. These four, and that's our volunteer workstation.
Oh, okay.
And we're getting ready to send out things to our sponsors.
Oh, nice.
And so again, this is our waiting room. You can see
nice.
It's all divvied up space. Try to maximize. And then these were built by local folks, and the murals on them were done by a local artist. So.
Oh, nice. I was wondering about the murals earlier. Yeah.
It's all from the community. That's what we're about.
The community radio. And that's actually one of the things I love about radio is the community, because I mean, anybody can sit there and play music all day, but when you've got, that DJ that you listen to all the time, and you know about them, and they talk about their family and their friends, and the TV shows they like, you almost feel like you know them at that point.
And we have over 160 volunteers who do
nice
95% of our programming on everything from sort of community conversations, activism, sports, arts, music, local music. We have bands. I mean, the little rooms we were.
Do you do live band performances?
We have had the biggest we've had, I think, was like 12 people in one of those booths doing live performances.
Nice.
So that was like one of those crazy.
Well, let me ask you. Well, let me ask you here, if I can cut you off just for a minute,
sure.
So we don't keep the people waiting all day. If somebody is in the area of Lexington, Kentucky, which is where the station is, and wanted to volunteer, I'm guessing they have to be part of the school. How does the volunteer process work?
No, anybody can volunteer. You just go to lexingtonradiocommunity.org/volunteer, sign up using the form, and then we'll contact you. Everybody comes in and does a general orientation, and during that orientation we tell you kind of about the station and how we came to be, but also, most importantly,
how to be on the air, right?
Well, and just the FCC regulations.
Yeah.
So even if you're
no
not
swearing on the air,
right?
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Payola, plugola, all those things. That will get us in
have to make sure that we do our IDs when we're supposed to. Exactly.
And so then everybody goes through that training.
Make sure not to unplug the EAS box. Things like that, common sense stuff.
And then after the orientation training, people who want to do shows, they come back for a technical training and they learn the board, they learn open broadcast.
Okay, so there's a separate training for the technical stuff.
Right.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Because not everybody's interested in doing that. Some people just want to help out at the organization.
Oh, okay. So the first training's like, if you want to be involved in any way, and then if you decide you want to get on the air as part of that involvement, you do a second training for on-air studio training.
And then everybody who wants to do a show, we ask them to pitch their show and to tell us why is what you want to do different than what we already have on the air, or what's being offered, because our mission is
what are you bringing to the community that we don't already offer somewhere else?
Right. And our mission is to elevate underrepresented voices in media. So if you want to do something, like, we don't need more people talking about pop culture, because everybody
and their brother has a show about pop culture. There's enough shows of that. Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
If you want to do pop culture that's happening in Lexington and originates from here, then that's a show we could do.
Oh yeah.
But it's got to be local, and it's got to be something that's not
something that you already have
heavily represented in media in general.
Yeah, not something heavily represented, and something that's not something you already have on the air. I'm guessing, because you don't want two shows that's basically the same thing, do you?
Right. And that happens a lot. We have a lot of people who want to do dating shows. Seem to be very popular. So a lot of people want to come on and talk about relationships. Well, we don't need 5 of those shows. We just need a couple that are good, and that's what we have. So.
And you might even have a couple doing the show, right? That's probably actually a good idea now that you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
nice. Well, folks, if you go, there's going to be a link in the description. I'm going to put it in here for the radio station. I'm a big supporter of radio, and if you want to volunteer and you're in the area, like you said, submit the form. And it's really great meeting you.
Yeah.
And thanks for giving us a tour for my channel here.
All right. Thank you for being here.
All right. See you later.